Hola, estudiantes. Van a aprender los pronombres. You're going to learn the pronouns, the subject pronouns that you also have in English, like I, you, he, she, we, they, you all. Well, they exist in Espanol también. They exist in Spanish also. And with the pronouns is how you learn to conjugate verbs, which we'll get to in another lesson muy pronto. So first, let's learn the pronouns, the subject pronouns. So the first one, the first person singular is I, and that is yo, yo. And then you is the second person singular, that is the tu form. Tu is you, informal you. And then usted, usted is you formal. Remember, in Spanish, there are two yous. There's the informal you, tú, that you use with peers, friends, people you know, children, pets, family members. Okay, and usted is the formal you that you use with people that have titles, like doctor, Mr., Mrs., professor. It's a form of respect. So you use that in formal situations and with people you don't know well. Okay, then él is he, that's the third person singular. And ella is she, that is the third person singular also. So those are all singular, meaning one person that you just learned. Now let's go to the plural. The plural, the first one, the first person plural is nosotros, and that is we, nosotros. And nosotros can be we masculine, males only, or it could be male and female we's. Whereas nosotras, nosotras is the feminine form, and that would be with females only. Okay, and then vosotros or vosotras, that's used in Spain only, and that is the you all informal, the you plural. And again, the vosotros form is the masculine, males or males and females, and vosotras is the female you alls only. All right, then ustedes, ustedes is the third person plural, and that is you all, and that is used here in the United States and North America and South America, Central America, and it's used for the informal and formal you all. Ellos, ellos is they, and that could be male theys or male and female theys. And ellas is females only, they. All right, so those are the subject pronouns. But when you conjugate verbs, sometimes you don't have pronouns. You have people's names. You have more than one person that have names. So you might be confused as to how to conjugate the verb. So for example, if you have Jorge, you won't find Jorge's name on the subject pronoun chart. So you have to figure out how you would conjugate the verb to the Jorge form. So all you do is ask yourself, what would you use to replace his name if you could replace it? You want to say Jorge is tall. You could say he is tall. That's the pronoun you would use to replace his name. So you would use the el form of the verb when you conjugate it. So you could say Jorge es alto. Okay, same if you have Lola. Lola's name isn't on the pronoun chart, so you have to figure out which pronoun you would use to conjugate the verb. So you're going to replace her name. So Lola, you can replace it with ella, right? She is tall. Ella es alta, right? Or you could say her name Lola es alta. If you have more than one person, like if you have Jorge y Luisa, that would be the equivalent of the ellos form, right? If you replace their names with a pronoun, you would say they. They are intelligent. Jorge and Luisa are intelligent. They are intelligent. Son inteligentes. Okay? If you have Jorge y yo, if anytime you have another person and I, yourself included, that'll be the nosotros form, the we form. Okay? And then if you have Jorge y tú, Jorge and you guys, you all, so you would use the ustedes form of the verb, or in Spain, the vosotros form. If you have Jorge y usted, the formal you, again, that would be you all, and that would be the ustedes form. Okay, so those are the subject pronouns. Hopefully that helps, and muy pronto van a aprender los verbos. And very soon you're going to learn the verbs, the verb conjugations. So, hasta muy pronto. Ciao.